What's up, everyone? My name is Dean, and you're now tuning into New Earth FM. Today's topic is about loneliness. Especially nowadays, I think loneliness is a very prevalent problem amongst many people. Ever since we've been in quarantine and, we've been in our rooms, and it's almost as if, for most of us, not having like a sense of connection with others and not having a sense of community. And personally for me, loneliness has been a very prevalent theme in my life. Ever since growing up, I remember I was always I always felt like an outsider. I never really fit into any particular group or subgroup. It was hard for me to relate, to many people. And it was something that I really grappled over, for the majority of my life is, feeling lonely and not being seen, not having like a connection, sense of connection, a deep connection with other people. And just this sense of just being different and, also kind of being like the black sheep of the family. And what helped me along my journey to really overcome loneliness was to actually embrace the loneliness, and rather what I learned, and the biggest thing that I learned on my journey, was that being lonely and not fitting in was actually one of the biggest blessings in my life, because what I eventually discovered, kind of being lonely and kind of going through that journey of grappling with it, is that what that taught me in the end was to really build a solid connection with myself. And really, once I was able to build that connection with myself, I felt a lot of self-love, a lot of self-acceptance, and having that, all that self-love wouldn't have been possible if I, didn't spend that quality time with myself, just me by myself, like in nature, or just doing things by myself. And my message to anyone out there who feels alone, feels lonely, or, feels like an outsider, is to really take that time. I really would encourage you to take the time to really build that connection with yourself, to know yourself, and to really become really intimate with yourself, and to a point where you're able to, build a strong foundation of self-love and self-acceptance. And definitely it's been a challenge, especially in society. There's a huge stigma around being lonely, being by yourself. And it's something that's looked down upon, like, oh, he's by himself, he must be lonely. And what I can say, after really developing a strong connection with myself, is that I enjoy being by myself. In fact, I find that now that I had that strong connection with myself, I really feel just utter bliss and joy just being with me, and I don't feel lonely. Even though I'm alone, I don't feel lonely. And just by embracing the loneliness and taking that quality time to develop a connection with yourself is how I ultimately overcame loneliness. Thank you so much for listening to this video. If you like these, please comment, share, subscribe, and stay tuned.